to Direk Peterson Vargas. Hello, hello, Direk. What a breath of fresh air. I'm a fan, Direk. I'm a fan. Take the center stage, Direk, for a photo opportunity. Wow. Grabe, isa sa buhay ang season 2 ng Amoltian ng Section E. There we go. We have Direk Peterson Vargas. We will hear more from you later, Direk. Take a seat. Feel comfortable. Okay, ngayon naman guys, ito na. Excited na ba kayo makita yung cast? Parang hindi naman parang hindi naman kayo excited. Excited na ba kayo makita? Wow, may mga agila nga pala sa bandang yun. I love the soprano. Ngayon naman guys, the moment that we have all been waiting for, because it's time to reunite with the most talked class, the one that started it all. Gusto niyo ba makita ulit ang Section E, ladies and gentlemen? Are you guys ready? Eto na. Eto na guys. Eto na. Wow, you know what? This is a very beautiful moment to witness kasi season 1 is a huge success. Now, we are bound to witness another success para sa ating lahat because the faces behind the phenomenon, the cast of Amoltian ng Section E, the Dark Side. Let's begin. First in our lineup, she may be soft-spoken, pero hindi biro ang pinagdaanan niya. Classmate, but as all welcome, Grace Justin Lim. Hello, Justin. Please take the center stage. Very, very beautiful as always. Ayan, picture, Justin, can our person please go there? For a small photo. Deserve natin magpakita yung ganyang beauty, Justin. Come on. I wonder kung sino ba yung Grace sa season 2. Ooh. Alright, up next, ladies and gentlemen, meet the soft-hearted and devoted lover who's always ready to give her all. She's back to steal hearts once again. Say hello to Mika, brought to life by Rafa Victorino. Very beautiful in red is Rafa Victorino. Take the center stage. There we go. I wonder kung sino Mika yung makikita natin sa Dark Side. Up next is the Maldita Maarte. And of course, unstoppable Queen Bee of Section A. She is finally back, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourselves for attitude, drama, and secrets that will shake Section E. Ladies and gents, give it up for Freya Sarah Jo. Hello, hello, Sarah Jo. Hi, please take the center stage for a photo opportunity. Smile, smile, there we go. Our living Freya, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, another guys, she is back. Fiercer, smarter, and ready to play the game her way. Love, envy, or revenge? Hindi pa natin alam. But, you know what? One thing's for sure, ladies and gentlemen. She is about to shake Section E like never before. Give it up for Ella Hart Ryan. Hello, hello. I wonder kung paano siya shake ni Ella yung buong Section E. I wonder what your strategies and tactics are. Tingnan natin. The Dark Side. Maraming salamat. We'll hear more from you later. Next up, guys, I am Cool President ng Section C. This season, makikita natin ang kanyang bagong side, friendships, name it, secrets, at choices na magtutulak sa kanya sa unexpected moments. Let's all welcome back, Rocky Angela Muji! Hello, Angela. Very, very beautiful. Angela Muji in flesh, ladies and gentlemen. Smile for the camera. There we go, 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, up next, this guy is back. At this time, mas makulit, mas mysterious, at mas protective siya kay JJ than ever. Sino ba talaga si Percy ngayon? Abangan natin yung season 2. Give it up for Percy J.D. Axie! Hello, brother dear. Take the center stage. Ayan, mas protective na daw siya kay JJ ngayong season 2. Let's see kung paano niya ipapakita at isasabuhay si Percy sa season 2. Thank you so much, brother dear. Okay, up next is a tough, smart, at may soft side na palaging sinusubok ang puso. Ang presidente ng Section A is finally back. Abangan ang twists at challenges niya this season. Give it up for Aries Andre Eliana. Hello, Andre. There we go, brother. Picture muna tayo before you go into your seat. Our living Aries in flesh, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we've had a glimpse of some of the key characters from the series, Alam ko excited na kayo lahat makita kung yung mga notorious nating Section E. Ito na yung mga pinakamakakulit. They are the outcasts, the rule breakers, oh my gosh, at ang pinaka-wild na section ng ating paaralang paborito. Kaya naman tawagin natin sila, the one with all the info and a knack for stirring things up. Let's all welcome back on stage, Rory AJ Ferrer. Hello AJ. Picture ka muna dyan. Sabi, the one with all the info and a knack for stirring things up. I wonder how are you gonna do it, brother dear. We are so excited for AJ for season 2. Maraming salamat. Up next, he is creepy, yep, at meron din siyang sixth sense. I'm sure kilala niyo sino siya. May mga nakita siya na hindi pa karaniwan, sabi nila. He is back to give us all the chills. Ladies and gents, meet Josh Kyosu Ginto. Hello, Kyosu. There we go. Ano naman kayo makikita ni Kyosu sa season 2? Ang dami masyado na nakikita. Let's find out. Directing na natin ano may makikita ni Kyosu this time around. Thank you so much, brother. Up next is, mysterious and full of secrets. He is back to keep us guessing. Ladies and gents, meet Mayo Daniel Ong. Hello, Daniel Ong. There we go, picture ka muna. Take the center stage. At syempre, kung may Mayo, up next is with a smile that can light up the entire room, ladies and gentlemen. He is the mischievous friend we all love. Say hello again to Kit Nick Galvez. Hello, Nick. There we go. The presence that can light up our Nick, brother, can I request you to please take the center stage first? Picture ka muna dyan. Flex your outfit, brother. Flex it. There we go. Boom! I love it. Maraming salamat. You know what? Up next is a tech mastermind of Section E. Pero ngayong season, hindi lang mystery ang ihaha niya. Pati na rin mga puso. Make some noise for Edrix Samshov! There we go, Samshov in the house. Always with the vibe and the good energy. Smile for the camera, Sam. Ayan na po, Tech Mastermind. Ano, feeling ko hindi naman nalalayo sa totoong buhay na Samshov yung Tech Mastermind eh. This guy he is that guy. Maraming salamat, Sam. Up next is the dependable secretary and chef with a big heart. Ready to serve up more kilig and drama. Here is Eman Kiga de Jesus. Hello, Eman. What's up? Take the center stage, brother. Picture ka muna dyan. Okay. Up next is a singer with a playful side. Okay? And you know what? He's always ready with a song or a prank. Laging handa, aka. Hello again, Blaster Derek Ong. Hello, Derek. What's up? Picture ka muna dyan sa center, yes? There we go. We all love Blaster, ladies and gentlemen. Pero kung may Blaster, susunod naman, the Joker and the Romantic. Ito na siya, meet the Billion Lover Boy, Aaron. A round of applause for Michael Keith. There we go. Hi, Michael. Picture ka muna for all the cameras surrounding you right now. We are so ready for you for season 2, brother dear. Eto na, kilala siya bilang isang ultimate risk taker. Palaging handang sumugal. Pero ngayong season, hindi lang ang puso ang nakataya. Abangan kung paano niya harapin ang biggest risks of his life. Give it up for Drew Yanyan de Jesus. Hello, Yanyan. There we go. Picture ka muna yan. Before you join our Ulupongs down here. You know what? This is a unique chair and table setup. Kasi mas marami tayo ngayon, mas full blast. Thank you so much, Yan. Up next, siya naman yung kaklase yung pinaka-hardworking. May mga big responsibilities. At mas malalaking gulo ang kakaharapin this season. Ooh, sino kaya ito? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Denzel Martin Venegas. Ano namang gulo ang maaabot ang titigay mo sa amin, Martin? Anong kaguluhan na naman to? Picture ka muna for the cameras, Martin. Up next, siya naman yung basketballistang foodie ng Section E. Playing Felix. 3 points naman dyan for Kurt De Los Reyes. Hello, hello Kurt. Picture ka muna. Smile for all the cameras. Pose, brother dear. Up next is a former playboy turned loyal boyfriend. Now even more irresistible. Ladies and gents, here is Calix, played by Ethan David. Hello, Ethan. Picture ka muna sa center stage. Ooh, playboy turned loyal boyfriend. Tingnan natin kung paano mo isasabuhay yung role mo ngayong season 2. Thanks so much, Ethan. Up next is a calm, mature, and the voice of reason in Section E. Feeling ko green flag tong tao na to. He is back to keep everyone grounded. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome David Frosandova. There we go, Frost. Smile for the camera. Thank you so much. Up next is a makulit yet big-hearted bunso of the Section E, and he is finally back. This time with a story that will test his courage and heart. Meet the very makulit na si CN Charles Law. Hello, CN. There we go. Nation's bunso, I'd like to call him. tama, di ba? Thank you so much, Charles. You can join the boys here. And now, let us all welcome ang bago nating makakasama. Ooh, sino kaya siya, ladies and gentlemen? You know what? She is elegant. She's extra. And she's entering Section E with big energy. When I say big, it's big energy. Connections, secrets, at konting romantic tension. Abangan natin yan. Give it up for Honey Bee Rider Ren Escaño. The newest addition to the story of Amodiana Section. Ipalakpakan naman natin guys. Guys, let's all welcome Ren with applauses, with a round of applause. We are so excited for you, Ren. Maraming salamat for taking on this role. Eto na guys. You know what? I'm sure kilala niyo siya because he is the red-haired Jap Pinoy. And he is finally back. Fiercer, deeper, and more dangerous in love. He will fight for love, even if it means losing everything or destroying it. Whose side will he take this time when the battle begins? Alamin natin yan sa pagbalik ni Yuri. Let's all welcome Robin Angeles. Robin, what's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon po sa inyo lahat.
Good afternoon, Robin.
Saan din ba?
Yeah, center ka muna dyan, Robin. Picture ka muna and take this moment. Let it sink in that we are finally in the season 2 of Amodiana Section. Robin, any message para sa lahat ng mga tao nandito ngayon?
Ayun, gusto ko lang po magpasalamat sa lahat ng pumunta dito. Ito na, season 2 na. Yan.
Ito na, dito na tayo. Robin, na-miss ko yung red hair mo ah.
Sa akin na-miss ko eh.
It suits you so well. Thank you so much. Ito naman, she's back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, mas matapang, mas matalino, at handang guluhin ulit ang mundo ng Section E. Bagong chapter, bagong laban, pero she's still the same unstoppable JJ. Let's give it up for the one and only Mutiara ng Section E, JJ Ashton Olvida! Hello, Ashton. Picture naman for all the cameras here in this venue. Wow. The nation's Mutia is finally back. A lot has happened since season 1 and now finally we're in season 2. Ashton, any message para sa mga tao nandito ngayon and to all our friends watching online?
Sa lahat po nung nandito ngayon, sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa amin online, syempre maraming salamat kasi sinamahan nyo kami simula cast reveal hanggang ngayon. Kaya thank you. Sana hindi kayo magsawa.
Of course, hindi kami magsasawa. Dami nangyari, no, Jay? Let's see what's gonna happen in season 2. Thanks so much, Ashton. Alright, ito ang pinakinaabangan ng lahat. Muling magbabalik ang ultimate hari ng mga ulupong. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for the president of Section E, ang infamous troublemaker. Pero, handa na ba siyang gawin ang lahat para sa kanyang minamahal? Tingnan natin, welcome back, Kiefer! Give it up for the one and only Andres Mulak! Hello Andres, what's up?
Hello, good afternoon sa inyong lahat.
Ayan, okay, picture ka muna dyan, Kiefer, for all the cameras here. To all our friends watching online, please share this video para mas marami pa tayong makasama sa ating media conference. Now, Andres, any message to all the fans out there, globally, locally? Throw it away.
Ayun nga, I just wanted to say maraming salamat ulit to everyone that has supported ang Mutya ng Section E from around the world and especially back here in the Philippines. So thank you ulit.
Alam mo, sarap nung sinabi mong around the world. Kasi around the world talaga tayo sinusuportahan, no? Wow, what a big milestone for all of us. Maraming salamat, Andres. You can now take your seat, brother dear. And now, we have got, guys, palakpakan naman natin ang buong cast ng Ang Mutya ng Section E on stage. Pero, quick photo opportunity muna tayo. Can I request, Direk, Lara, and of course, Ashton, Andres, and Rabin. Photo opportunity muna tayo. Okay. Before we finally proceed with our question and answer, so ating friends from the press, ready na natin yung mga answers natin because we're going to call you later one by one. Smile, 1, 2, 3. Okay guys, stay there. Can I please call in the girls to join them for a quick photo opportunity? All our beautiful women. Picture tayo. Hanggang sa palaki tayo ng palaki dito for a group photo. Yes, Andre? There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Angela Muji looks extra pretty today. Wow. Alright, stop for the cameras, ladies and gentlemen. How about let's call in the boys, no? Boys, come on. Join us for a photo opportunity. Samahan nyo kami dito, ang mga ulupong. Ang mga makukulit, ang mga rule breakers. Wow. This whole stage feels small para sa inyong lahat. Alright, smile for the cameras around you, ladies and gents. 1, 2, 3, smile. Find your places. There we go. Settled in, boom. Smile for the camera, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Guys, can we all say Section E? 3, 2, 1, go! There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Palakpakan natin ang cast ng Mutya ng Section E. You can now go back to your seats. Maraming salamat. Okay, eto na. Let's get to business, shall we? Okay, FYI, we are now bound to witness our much-awaited Q&A session. So members of the press who are here with us, maraming salamat una sa lahat. Pero this is your chance to ask the cast and creators about their experiences and insights into the series. The floor is now open for your questions. To our dear press and media friends, quick paalala lamang po, a gentle reminder to ask relevant questions only. Strictly avoid sensitive and personal questions. Please remain respectful to the cast and creators. Only series-related questions will be entertained. Let's begin. First on the list, we have from Abante, Jun Lalin.
Yes, hi. Hi, Andres.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, Andres. Si Andres mo na unahan ko. Andres, ang tatay mo, lalo na nung panahon ng bagets, no? Ang galing magsayaw. Siyempre, idol niya si Michael Jackson. Pero, lately, nung una hindi ka nagsasayaw hindi ka namin nakita kong video mo na trending. Ang kulit mong magsayaw. Tinuruan ka na ba ng tatay mo? Or ikaw yan?
Ayun nga kasi, when we had the performance, the production, actually, yung day before ng show, nagpa-practice ako sa taping ko. Kaya, kasi galing ako sa Japan and then we had to do the production the very next day. Tapos I wasn't able to really rehearse it. Kaya the day before, I was practicing the dance for the prod that day. Kaya I'm happy na it was okay naman. It's okay.
Kala ko pa naman tinuruan ka ni Aga sa Japan.
Hindi po.
Hindi po. Pero yun, anong reaction ng parents mo? It's trending.
Honestly, parang nagulat din sila kasi di pa nila nakita yung sayaw ko na yung style na gano'n na 80s style. Kasi kapag sumasayaw ako, ang nakikita nila is like, you know, yung mga dance na gusto ko, pero yung mga 80s na movements, di pa nila nakita. So, they were shocked a bit, but they enjoyed naman.
Yan, eto bulong-bulungan, sabi, hindi nakita ng lahat yung trending dance video mo. Pwede rin bang pasample mo ngayon?
Huwag naman ngayon, pero sa susunod, promise.
Oh my gosh, oo. Talagang si Aga dati, pag pinasample, sumusunod. Pati si Sherlyn, oo. Ang nanay mo, syempre, kilala sa, di ba, ang daming heroes na, dance show, di ba? Sige na, dapat, keep on dancing.
Isa, one move.
Ha?
Gawin ko isang move.
Oo, konti lang.
Let's go,
Susunod
Andres.
tayo
Kahit ano lang, 10 minutes. Sige na. Yan.
Next time, next time.
Ay, naku, parang gusto yata niya Astin sa...
Alam mo, panoorin mo na lang pag-yes. January 23. Bakit mo dyan?
Ay, oo.
Yan.
Oo nga. Pero piling ko, ikaw ba Astin, pag hinilingan namin na sumayaw para sumunod si Andres, pagbibigyan mo ba? Yan. Sige na, Astin, unahan mo na para pagbigyan tayo ni Andres.
Sumayo ka na.
Sige na. Sige na para milyones din itong views na to.
Next time na, promise.
Talagang hindi natin napilit. Pero yan. Eto kay Direk na lang muna bago natin pilitin si Andres na sumayaw. Direk,
Yes, po.
syempre, super successful ang mutya ng Section E.
Yes.
Di ba? Syempre, iba ang director. Hindi ka ba na-pressure? Etong pagbabalik ng ang mutya ng Section E, ikaw na may hawak. O, di ba? Pag sobrang successful nung susundan, kahit paano ang pressure yun.
Ay, sobra-sobra po yung pressure. Kasi especially one of the people I look up to in the industry is Direk Ted. So, following after his footsteps, what he created for this show, it's an honor at nilalaban talaga namin. So, sana ma-excite lahat sa ibibigay namin sa season 2.
Yan, okay. So, si Astin na lang tayo. Mukhang walang pag-asang sumayo si Andres, Astin. Yan. Anong dapat abangan namin dito sa pagbabalik ng mutya ng section?
Marami po kayong dapat abangan. Kasi na po din yung mga revelations, hindi lang sa akin, sa buhay ng lahat kamo, sa lahat ng cast. At hindi lang buhay ni JJ yung ma-highlight dito, pati yung ibang cast din. Kaya dapat abangan po kayo.
Yan, thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Maraming salamat po, Andres. Abangan namin sa Bagets ka na yung dance moves mo. Alam niyo bang katawan nito eh. Thank you so much. Up next, we have from Manila Bulletin and Tempo, Nestor Cuartero.
Hi, good afternoon. Hi. I'm here because I'd like to ask our Director Peterson, your last film project, some nights I feel like walking. It's quite dark, no? Now this series is titled The Dark Side, no? Is this any indication that the new series, the Buchanan Section E, The Dark Side, has shades of the last film that you made?
Ayun, actually, ang hula ko nga po, Sir Nestor, is precisely that, no? Na parang kaya bumagay din na I took the role of the director for The Dark Side because I've done some pretty dark films, dark comedies like A Very Good Girl, aside from the romances. So yes, I think from Lara's I really applaud the idea that, diba, we had so much fun getting to know these characters sa season 1. Sobrang maloloko, sobrang rowdy, these chaotic boys, but this time we're going deeper. we're visiting we're visiting their traumas, their backstories. So talagang aabangan din natin yung darker side ng kwento. Yes, sir.
How dark?
How dark? Paano ba? Well, it's an exciting kind of dark kasi it's really getting to know the characters that the audiences have come to love. So yun know.
Thank you. I have a question for Andres. I've always thought of this question. Hi, Andre. There is a saying that lightning doesn't strike twice. Anong masasabi mo doon?
So lightning doesn't strike twice. Anong konteksto po saan?
You come from a family of movie stars, starting from Amalia Fuentes, your father Aga, the brothers of Amalia, your cousin Nino. Lightning doesn't strike twice. What can you say about that?
Well, I strongly believe that in terms of when you say lightning doesn't strike twice, I believe as a human or per person, we all have a belief of what our destiny should be or what we feel like we can achieve in our lives, right? And even when they say lightning doesn't strike twice, mahirap ulitin, mga ganun. I think it's really important that you know what's destined for you, and if you really believe that you can achieve great things, I really believe that if you set your mind to it, you really can. So, yun.
Salamat. Thank you. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po. Up next, we have from Manila Times. Let's have Tessa Mauricio.
Yes, hello, I'm over here. Direk, I just wanted to clarify yung sinabi sa atin ng magaling na host natin earlier that the first part you said will come out this December and then second part will come out in June. When you talk about parts, do you mean it's 2 seasons or 2 volumes?
There will be a mid-season break. So it means that we will show the first half of the season this year, next year, early next year. And then part 2 will come after. And in a way, para ma-excite din po. Kasi bibitinin talaga namin sila dun sa part 1 where the season stops.
And I suppose Andres is going to be very busy also with the guests, correct? For the next coming season. But anyway, ang tanong ko naman, maybe kay Andres and Ashton also. This is picking up on what we've seen in the video earlier, and then what Andres said. Your message to the rest of the world, not just the Philippines. What have been the best responses, and from which countries nanggaling yon from fans of Mutyanang Section E that has become memorable to both of you? Maybe ladies first, Ashton, napabasa mo ba yung responses from around the world? Which country and what has been very memorable sa'yo na reaction ng fans elsewhere?
Siguro kung masasabi ko is yung pinaka-tumatakot talaga sa akin is yung mga edits ko talaga nila. Nag-e-effort ko talaga sila na parang mag-edit, tapos alam niyo po yun, nakatulong din po kasi yun para i-promote din po yung show namin. Kasi pinagulat namin ng season 1 na parang na-expect namin yung edits lang from here lang sa Philippines, ganyan. Tapos, di ba naiigway, parang nagpapansin, yung parang noodles na yung yung mga sa mga India, di ba? Grabe po, grabe. Siguro talaga kami, hindi namin nila-expect, kaya sobrang thankful talaga kami. Kasi promise kami po lahat talaga, parang happy lang kami na nag-work. And yung tinanggap kami ng tao dito sa Pilipinas, tapos mas tinanggap pa rin kami ng tao sa ibang bansa, sobrang bonus po talaga.
And then this, specifically in Spain, have friends of yours seen Mutyanang Section B? And have they said anything about your hit of a show?
Mainly my closer friends in Spain, the ones that I still keep in touch with. Yes, they ask me about how work is going and how good that Mutya is doing really, and talagang they're just happy for me, I guess, and di namin talaga in-expect for any of this to happen, you know. As a cast talaga from day one, we just wanted to put out a good show for everyone to enjoy really. And Ate Laura really wrote such a wonderful story talaga. And we're blessed to say that we get to, you know, really portray these characters in such a beautiful story. And I think that's why fans around the world really enjoy Modern Section E, because it goes beyond the story din minsan. It's really about the friendship of the Ulupongs and everyone in the cast. And that's why I think it also was able to get support from countries like in India and in Saudi. So sobrang natutuwa po.
Well, congratulations. You really put Viva One on the map. No? So congratulations to the entire team.
Well deserved. Maraming salamat po. Up next, let's have from Pelikula Mania, Naz Tabares.
Hello, for Direct Peterson and kay Ren, bilang bagong mga salta sa series, paano naging welcoming yung buong cast sa inyo? And ano yung experience mo dito mga first days?
Well, I was lucky to meet them early on in the process. So, nagkaroon ng mga workshops. And sila kasi, kumbaga, parang when you see these boys together, this cast together, ikaw ni mag-a-adjust sa kaguluhan nila. So, parang, kumbaga, nahawa ka dun sa energy nila. And yun, fortunately, I work with a lot of young actors. So, parang ako, nakikipag-gets din. kahit hindi na mag-gets. So I think with this family, they never let us feel na outsiders kami. Kasi parang gano'n naman siya. Kaya siguro, even the show itself has that vibe na you're just welcome to be part of this crazy show.
Yes, actually same with Direct po. Nung pumasok ako sa show, nung meet and greet namin lahat, parang hindi ko first time na makasama yung mga tao. Kasi majority sa kanila hindi ko makakalain. Pero yung iba sa kanila ka-work ko na. So, pinapil nila sa akin na parang hindi ako bago, parang hindi ako transferee, parang ganon. It's really warm. Tapos lahat parang kachika ko agad, ganon. Hindi ko na-feel na out of place ako. And ginamit ko din yun para be comfortable enough din ako sa first dating day namin, kahit na grabe yung adjustments, of course, kasi iba talaga yung tamba and yung kailangan mong ibigay kapag first day. So parang nakatulong din yun na ka-close ko si Ashton, tapos nakakausap ko si Andres, kahit na first time ko sila mag-meet, and saya din. And I'm so grateful actually dito sa team na to kasi kahit sobrang successful nila, parang hindi mo ma-feel yun sa kanila, parang walang nasa ere, walang nakalulutang. So lahat sila very humble. I'm so grateful na sila yung kasama ko dito and nakasama ako sa show na.
Thank you for Ashton, Andres, and kay Robin. Ano yung masasabi niyong dark side ng characters niyo and paano niyo siya ma-justify?
Para sa akin po, siguro yung dark side ng characters, yung mga revelations na malalaman niya. Malalaman niya sa family niya, hindi na sa family niya, kasi sa section din. Yung plano nila para may JJ, yung mga ganun po. And dito, siguro, papakita dito paano maapektuhan at paano tatanggapin ni JJ, kung paano niya i-handle yung mga revelations na nalaman niya.
Para sa character ko naman kay Kiefer, I think the biggest revelations para sa kanya naman is his problems with his family, talagang what he went through his childhood and how that affects how he is as a person in the story now that we see. I think that's really the essence of what his dark side is really his upbringing and his life story. So yun ang makikita mo sa season.
Ako naman po para kay Yuri, makikita niyo kung gaano siya ka-manipulative dito. Makikita niyo na gagawin niya lahat para makuha niya si JJ. Parang papakita niya dito kung na mas better siya kay Kiefer ba. Parang gagawin niya lahat para mapakita niya kay JJ.
All good, yeah. Maraming salamat po. But I want to welcome once again Direk and of course Ren. Welcome to the club sa Section E. Yeah, finally, di ba? Up next to ask a question, of course, from Random Republica. Miss Kate at the heart.
Hi, good afternoon. My question is for Ren. Here. Red, we're used to seeing you sa more serious roles. Ganun. Kumusta yung experience mo doing this? And can you share more about your character?
Nakahinga po ako ng maluwag. Ganun yung feeling na parang, ay, finally. Pero it doesn't mean naman na pedix or hindi ka nag-effort. Siyempre, ibibigay mo pa rin yung 100% mo. Pero it's really different po kasi nagaling ako sa action, ang very drama, lumod ka sa lupa, tapos ako yung naging next show mo. So parang for me, parang may hinga and very refreshing. And nakakatuwa na nalagay ako dito kasi very ano siya parang mapapakita ko din yung ibang side and makakapag-explore ko well with my character. So, yeah, and I'm so very excited and looking forward na ma-shoot na namin yung mga scenes kasi marami talaga kaabang-abang.
Thank you. And for Robin, you're back to sporting your red hair. Kumusta yung experience after having done Werewolf saka Drake Fatma?
Ano po, ang saya kasi sunod-sunod. Yung parang kaya lang, hinihiling ko lang po na magkaroon ako ng project, magkaroon ako ng trabaho, kahit mag-talent pa lang po muna ako ganun. Tapos ngayon bigla, tuloy-tuloy. Yung parang hinihiling ko lang na sana magkatrabaho ako kahit hindi na ako matulog, kahit hindi na ako magpahinga. Pinagbigyan po ako ni Lord, hindi na po talaga ako natutulog ngayon. Kaya nagpapasalamat po ako kay Lord at sa lahat ng mga boss at sa lahat ng mga tao sumusuporta sa akin.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much po, Ms. Kate. Up next, we have from Abante, Roland Castro.
Afternoon from Abante tonight. Raven, ang laki na nagawa ng serye na to sa'yo, lalo sa popularity mo. Mabuti hindi ka, magdalawang isip na pumayag ulit na sumali dito sa season 2. Kasi siyempre mag-alapting ka na tapos sa mutya may, kumbaga nasa love triangle ka.
Ito pong project na to talaga sobrang malaki pasasalamat po ako sa project na to. Wala po ako dito sa may nauupuan ko ngayon, wala to. Wala po lahat talaga. Hindi dahil sa Modiana section. Kaya sobrang laki pong pasasalamat ko sa lahat ng tao. Sa Ashton, sa lahat po na tumulong sa amin. Maraming salamat. And kahit may ka-love team na po ako ngayon, parang open naman po kami ni Angela. Parang kahit anong project po na ibigay sa amin, gagawin po talaga natin.
Pero walang twist na yung love team mo ano dito sa Modiana section.
Wala pa, Ate Lara. Wala pa po.
Wala pa?
Wala pa po.
Ayun.
Salamat po.
Thank you. Direk, kaano yung challenge mo dito sa dami ng mga bagets na i-direct mo? Paano po yun?
Actually, swerte po ako. Kasi si Directed na ang nakapag-assemble, nakapagpiga, nahihanda ang mga bagets. So I think, I've been hearing from their collaborators from season 1 na actually proud daw sila sa mga boys, sila Ashley, sa mga girls, na talagang level up yung discipline, yung, di ba, na ngayon, hindi na kasing gulo. Magulo pa rin, pero disiplinado.
Pero ano na-discover mo sa love team ni na Astin sa kami, Andres?
Ano ba na-discover ko?
Kinikilig ka ba sa dalawa?
Ay, naku. Ang mga tao sa tabi ng Video Village. Ewan ko kung naririnig nyo rin ako minsan. Kasi ano naman po ako, hindi ko tinatago ang reaction ko each time na nag-delay. Kasi feeling ko dun effective din siya. So, meron talaga. Kapag napapanood ko pa lang sa rehearsal, there's really something about this standard that just really clicks and works. But also because they're very hardworking. I love working with them, with all of them. Yun, of course, si Ashton and si Andres, they carry the show with sobrang dami nilang scenes every day. I really love the idea that they look out for each other, not just with each other, but with the rest of the cast. So may ganun kasi silang quality about their tandem.
Okay, thank you, Direk. At siyempre sa Astres, may pressure ba sa inyo at saka nung malaman yung may season 2 yung serie nyo? Since
sa pressure naman po, parang sa tingin ko, kahit anong work meron, kailangan may pressure talaga. Kasi kung walang pressure, you're not, you won't be as inclined to give it your all. Pero, ayun nga, really the emphasis talaga is we just want to make a show that everyone can enjoy. And the storyline on its own is very beautiful, and with the right production team, with Derek P. and our producer, Miss Iris, talagang I believe that because of how complete we are as a unit, as a cast, talagang di kami napapressure ngayon. Parang we're enjoying the whole process, and I think yan ang pinaka-importante talaga. Kapag nag-enjoy yung proseso ng shooting and the whole project on its own, I think everything will follow.
Ako po, una ko pong na-feel nung nalaman namin magkakasisa ko. Siyempre, excitement. And kasi ako hindi lang ako, for sure silang lahat din na sobrang lapit din talaga na sila sa section E. Kasi sobrang, ang dami talagang na-open opportunities na doors, hindi lang sa akin, kundi sa amin lahat. And nalaman namin na magkakasisa ko, sobrang happy kami. And of course, may pressure po na naramdaman. Kasi parang, alam mo, hindi sana mahalin pa rin. Kasi ang tagal namin na-stop. So, naisip namin, nagsawa na ba yung iba? Or kapag tinuloy ba namin to na ganun katagal na yung gap, may excite pa ba sila? Ganun. Pero, na-realize ko parang, as long as ina-enjoy mo, mas mabibigay mo kasi yung best mo. And kapag binibigay mo yung best mo, mas mapipil ng audience na nag-enjoy ka lang. Mas ma-enjoy din sila papanood.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, po. Up next, can we have from Philstar, Ms. Dolly Ann Carvajal.
Hello, for Rabin, what can you say about the brewing rivalry between you and Andres? Kasi yung fandom niyo parang Rabin fans, nakaka-apekto ba yun sa friendship niyo ni Andres? Or it's a healthy competition?
Ako po, hindi eh. Parang pagbalik po namin na magtitaping namin ng Mutya, parang na-miss pa nga po namin yung isa't isa eh. Talaga doon sa workshop po, may workshop po kasi kay Miss Ana Pileo. Napag-usapan po namin yan kung nagbabasa-basa ba ako, ganyan-ganyan. Kasi simula po nung nagsisimula pa lang kami ng Mutiana Section E, sinasabi sa akin ni Andres, parang sinasabi ko po sa inyo lahat na parang kuya ko talaga yan. Kasi tinuturo talaga sa akin yan na huwag kang magbabasa ng mga comments masyado, ganyan-ganyan, para di ka naapektuhan. Kaya nung sa workshop namin, napag-usapan po namin yan na meron talagang times na may nababasa ako mga comments, tapos minsan nalulungkot po ako. Tapos parang niremind po niya ako dun sa workshop na yun na okay, game na ulit tayo, shoot na ulit tayo, huwag kang magbabasa-basa ng mga comments masyado para din na-apektuhan. Yun po, okay po kami.
What can you say, Andres?
Ayun nga, sa tingin ko din, like, when we come to work talaga, we're all friends, really, and that's what was the beauty of ang Mutya ng Section E talaga, was the bond with everyone in the cast, and I think that's what brought the magic, really, and kahit naman nag-aaway sila minsan, just really, it's important to try not to look into it too much talaga, because at the end of the day, we're all friends, really, and we join each other's company, so parang, really, at the end of the day, I don't see it that there's a rivalry, in all honesty. I see that they're just very supportive and they just want the best for us, and ayun.
As fans, being fans, mga supporters. And for the rest of the cast, kasi yung title, Dark Side. So how do you handle your dark side in real life?
Rafa, you want to start? All the ladies here said it good, yeah?
How do you handle your dark side?
Sa sarili ko lang, hindi ko siya parang pinapa-feel sa iba yung dark side ko kasi alam kong kasi marami na din ako dark side ko din sa sarili pero hindi ko siya i-expose parang hindi ko sinishare kasi
Yes, you gotta keep it to yourself.
Pinag-pray ko na lang, kinakausap ko yung sarili ko. Lahat ng problema ko, pero ko siya inahandle yung next.
Parang good energy lang.
Yes, ayoko kasi na puro bad energy. Gusto ko, pinapakita ko lang sa kanila na kahit may problema ko, o meron akong negative energy, gusto ko positive pa rin.
I love that. I love it for you, Rapper. Sarah! Dark side.
Personally, for the dark side in real life, I don't really mind it as much. I try not to mind the dark side. I just try to surround myself with friends, with my like a good support system, family. Try to surround myself with positivity. You know, it's important that we don't mind the negativity that surrounds us. So, you know, just focus on the good and.
That's very Sarah Jo. Yes, Art.
It's nice to acknowledge your dark side. Acknowledge it, face it, and then surround yourself with positivity. Pray to God. Listen to good music. Clean maybe, and it makes you feel better.
That works. That works. I have to say. Angela.
You know, heart's right. You have to really acknowledge your dark side. You have to face it. You have to be self-aware. Because sometimes we tend to be defensive about it. When people point it out, you become defensive. Like, no, I'm not like that. But you really do have to face it so you can change and be better. Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. So you have to accept yourself for who you are.
Beautiful.
Kasi the dark side balances the good side. Yun ang yan.
That's befriend your dark side. Kaibiganin mo. Yes.
It's part of it's part of life talaga. So, lagi mo lang tatandaan kung bakit ka nandito. So, kung magpapalamot ka doon, para sa bakit mo ginagawa na diba? So, dapat hindi mo magpanayo. And of course, enjoy mo friends mo, your family. It's really okay to not be okay. Just seek help. It's really important to talk to your friends. Diba? And embrace it. Para sa akin, embrace mo. Kasi part of you as a person.
I love that. Thank you so much. Yes, Justin.
Sa akin naman, you have to accept it. Kasi weather lang naman talaga yung buhay. Paminsan bumabagyo, di ba? Oh, bumagyo. Paminsan maaraw. So you have to accept it. And then pag na-accept mo siya, mas maraming blessings na dumating.
Panahon lang.
Panahon lang talaga yan. Kaya dapat happy lang. Enjoy lang tayo. Ganyan.
I love that. Thank you so much, girls. How about the boys? Yes, of course. Who wants to start? Derek.
Ethan. Parang maganda talaga marinig ko yung Ethan.
I think may ready sagot si Ethan. Ethan.
Sorry po, baseball po. For me po, you just really have to face that there's always gonna be a dark side. Parang may, in life po, may good side and also may dark side. So for me, you just have to face it. Like they all said, you have to face it. And you have to, actually, it breaks mo nga eh. Kasi parang for me, kailangan, doon ka matututo sa buhay. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Yun po.
Thank you. Charles?
Parang nasabi kasi lahat ng sasabihin ko, pero yun, try to focus on the good things. Sa life talaga there's a lot of dark stuff and you have to face it. So yun siguro, focus on the good things, enjoy lang. Okay, ikaw.
Gusto ba yung nire-earnest niya yung sasabihin? Yun din.
MK?
Yes, Kuya, I got you. I got you. I think for me, I think it's always good to remember that in every darkness is always a light. You just gotta find the right spot. You're not always gonna see what's ahead of you. You're not gonna know what you know or the universe knows your way. You're not always gonna be prepared, but you just gotta find the light and leave it. Let it go.
And the light. Yes, Derek.
Ayun, sir. Sabi ni Michael, turn the lights on. Pero kasi, medyo lang yung buhay, no? As much as possible, I try not to ponder sa bad stuff sa life. Enjoy lang lagi. Happy lang.
Yes, Martin Venegas.
yun, siyempre, di naman natin may iwasan magkaroon ng dark times sa life natin. Yun, nasasabi ng lahat eh. Ako kasi personally, nagpe-pray lang ako kay God. Kahit ako sa tao. And ayun, makipag-hang sa friends, sa family. Tapos ito si Sam Show, lagi ako ng advice na ito pag nag-rant ako sana sa mga problems ko. Sobrang galing mag-advise ito ni Sam Show. Kaya kung ako sa inyo guys, kung may problema kayo sa buhay nyo, i-chat nyo si Sam Show. Okay.
Sam Show sa Instagram, pwede mag-message kay Sam Show sa IG for advices. Yes, Sam Show.
Si Martin talaga. So, you know, like everyone said everything, like there are good days, there are bad days, but then, you know, at the end of the day, we have to go through the wood itself to heal it, and that's the dark side. And you know, it's important that we heal in life, and God is the best healer. He is the one who can, you know, bring us out of the dirt. So you know, just pray every time, and have faith in God, and walk by faith, not by sight.
Always and forever. Yes, Kosu.
So, yun, ano lang, praise ko lang yung sa normal naman yan sa buhay. Normal naman yan sa buhay na may dark times. Pero, yun, mas okay din na may mga surroundings ka na positive. Friends, family, loved ones.
Support system. Yes, JD.
Ako din, agree din ako sa sinabi ng lahat. Parang nasabi nga nila lahat. Yeah, I agree to embrace your dark side kasi sometimes that makes you stronger, diba? It makes you who you are today. And yeah, just pray, lift it up to God. And siya naman kasi talaga yung nakakaalam ng lahat, diba? Hindi natin pwede i-share lahat ng dark side natin sa mga pamilya, sa kaibigan. So yeah.
Thank you. AJ.
For me po, you should, like what the girl said, you should acknowledge to your dark side because everybody is not perfect. Everybody has imperfections. Without those imperfections, we won't be human. And that's our imperfections. And yeah, we should be proud of our dark sides, right?
Yeah. Mic drop for AJ. Yes, Dane.
They all have valid points and ayun nga, face your dark side kasi dun ka that's where you will learn in life and just surround yourself with one para
You live and you learn. Yes, Nick.
Parang halos lahat sinabi ng iba. Hindi ko na alam sasabihin ko eh. Pero, ayun nga, sabi nga nila na hindi ko na alam sasabihin ko kasi sinabi nila. So yung, like sabi nga nila, lahat naman tayo yung mga dark side. Sabi na ako sa family ko, sa mga friends ko. And ayun, marami lang tayo magkasal. Panginoon ko.
Hi, Keegan.
Hi. So, ayun, sinabi na lang. Ano yun sa akin, personally, syempre normal yan, nadaan tayo sa dark side. Personally, yung ginagawa ko, I talk to myself, I pray to God, kahit pa paano, sinusunod ko yung sarili ko sa mga bagay na makakatulong sa akin in the future. Yun, learn from mistake. Yun, sabi niya, listen to positive music. Yun lang.
Thanks, Keeks. Andre.
Yun po, so, kada dark side po kasi naniniwala ako na meron din pong bright side. Kaya huwag sana natin kakalimutan na sa bawat dilim, ay may nag-iintay sa ating liwan.
Nux.
Thank you!
Nux. Frost.
CJ, what is this? I mean, I agree with everyone. Everyone has very good points. I'm sure you all absorb that. My only addition is go for a walk.
That is true. That is true. Yes, Kurt.
For me, I believe that everyone has a dark side, and I handle my dark side through learning from it. I let my dark side mold my character to be a better person and yun po. Thank you po.
There we go. And last but not least, Yana De Jesus.
What they said po, thank you.
Ay,
joke lang.
ang bilis.
Ayun po, since nasabi na nila lahat, yun nga, embrace natin dark side natin. And may natutunan kasi ako kay Miss Ana Fileo sa mga workshop natin.
Tell us.
Which is yung being grounded, yung magkakaroon ka ng zero state. So whenever you go, kahit saan kayo pumunta, kunwari, workplace, sa school, you have different emotion where you go sa mga places na yan. So always come back kung saan ka nang galing. Kumbaga, zero state. Before I go to any other places, I return home. So sa home ko, I'm 0%. And when I go to other places, I learn all of these emotions and I leave it there. Yun lang po. Thank you.
We are taking notes, guys. Para pakalaman natin ng mga sagot ng bawat isa. Wow, napakaraming words of wisdom. Thank you so
Ako
much.
na Andres and Ashley.
Yes po.
Grabe, baka they want to answer.
How do I deal with my dark side? Ayun nga, parang nasabi na lahat. So, prayer talaga. Yun lang talaga para sa akin is what guides me in my life. Instead of course, my parents guide me din, my family, they're always there, my friends are there to support. But I think really the biggest and most important factor in the drive and why I do things really is prayer. Because kahit minsan kapag nahihirapan ako at gawin ko din, nahihirapan talaga ako sa work. I just stop for a moment and pray. And mas lalo kapag if it's too much for me, I always like to think about the good things in life talaga. Really view what little things around you are a blessing to you. Kasi minsan we take for granted the small things in our day-to-day life. Pero yun, I think really just to look for the brighter side.
Yes. Alright. Ashton.
Ako din, prayer din. Kasi maliit or malaking problema, dinadasal ko talaga. Kasi tipong, Lord, isipin niyo po ako bukas ng 6 a.m. naman. Dinadasal ko yun. Kasi kapag, ayun, sabi nila, i-acknowledge mo. Kasi pag di mo i-acknowledge, hindi ka magiging aware. Paano mo masasolve kung di ka aware? So, i-acknowledge mo, pag-pray mo yun, tapos i-surrender mo kay Lord.
Yes.
Grabe.
Ako naman po, aminado naman ako na marami akong dark side. Pero dahil sa mga tao sa paligid ko po, ang dami ko din po natututunan and mas napapalapit po ako sa Diyos. Ngayon, kaya ano po, mas nababago ko na po yung dark side. Yan po.
There we go. Maraming salamat. At palakpakan naman natin, guys. And our Mr. Section E is naging pageant pala. Maraming salamat, guys, for all of your insights and beautiful words. Up next, may I call in from Inquirer, Alan Policarpio.
Hello, good afternoon. Question for Direk Peterson. I-send ko lang kanina yung question about yung what do you see about yung sa chemistry, but let's include na yung sa si Robin. Silang tatlo. What do you think may
Silang tatlo. So yun, I think ang ganda nga ng casting ng season 1 kasi parang physically pa lang nakikita mo rin yung vibe ng tandem ni Ash and ni Robin as JJ and Yuri and what the JJ and Kiefer tandem is as well. So I think kaya siya masaya makita at mapanood kasi iba yung nabibigay, ibang flavor yung nabibigay. And I think with season 2, no, parang actually when I was reading the script, yung book ni Lara and then the scripts, parang I think ang bago dito na ngayon natin makikita is kung paano maging kilig tong dalawang to. Diba? Yung talagang parang kilig na parang pag high school. Yun yung na-excite ako nung binabasa ko siya. Tapos with JJ and Yuri naman, it's really how they handle the seriousness and gravity ng situation nila. Since they're coming from an engagement at their age. So, mas seryoso, yung drama is really there at ibibigay talaga nila yun. So, yun siya.
And parang how do you plan? Kasi nga like you said earlier, yung first season was lighthearted.
Yes.
And just enjoy getting to know the characters. Or are you approaching yung kumbaga shift sa theme or dun sa maturity?
Yeah. I think may balance talaga. Kasi especially when I reviewed season 1, it took me like 2-3 days to watch it overall. Kasi nga the energy, di ba? Yung energy of watching the show. Ang saya niya i-binge watch. So dito, di naman mawawala yun at all. Actually, parang lalalim lang din talaga pagtingin natin sa characters without losing the spirit nung season 1. Or what made season 1 so successful, so watchable, and so great. Yeah.
Lastly na lang for Ashley, Andres and Robin, do you think nakatulong din na after season 1, you did your respective projects, nag-iba-iba kayong mga series and films, tapos ngayon babalik kayo? Do you think nakatulong yun?
Opo, sobrang nakatulong yung mga ginawa ko pong projects kasi ang dami ko po natututunan kasi gusto ko po sa bawat project na ginagawa ko may bago ako matututunan. Sobrang dami ko rin po natutunan kay Direk Ted, kay Direk Chris, at ngayon may matututunan po kay Direk Peterson, diba? Kaya ano po, parang buti na lang talaga may mga ginawa po ako before mag-book 2. Kasi sa book 2 talaga medyo mas mahihirapan po talaga ako dito. Kung sinalang po kami ng agad-agad, feeling ko po mahihirapan talaga ako. Yun po.
Andres?
Ako naman, I really believe talaga with what's happened in this last year, the past projects, I really feel like each time I've gotten the chance to work on a new project, talagang I learned a lot. And the best thing about this job is with those learnings, I get to apply it sa next project, at next project. So feeling ko talaga like sana getting better, and I really feel like as time goes by, it's just all about learning and learning slowly. Kung anong pwede i-improve, anong pwede i-bawas sa mga work and all, but I really think that because of the experiences on being on set and the hours and accumulates talaga, mas nagiging comfortable kami sa season 2. Ayun.
Ako ganun din po. Yung season 1 nakatulong sa akin para magawa ko ng maayos yung minamahal. And yung minamahal nakatulong sa akin para mas magawa ko ng maayos yung season 2. Kasi alam niyo po, yung bawat project parang may matututunan ka, hindi lang about sa sarili mo kung paano makakahugot, kung ano yung mga makakahugot sa'yo, kundi may natututunan din po ako sa mga taong nakakasama ko. Kaya malaking tulong din po kayo.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Sir Alan. Up next is from PEP, Romel Gonzalez.
Yes, hello. Before ako mag-question, gusto ko na congratulate si Direk Peterson for winning Best Cinematography sa IFA Film Festival sa Malaysia. Congratulations, Direk.
Thank you so much.
Pero hindi sa'yo yung question. Okay lang po. Congratulate kita kasi bili na ng Pilar Mateo. My question is for Andres and for Andre. Kasi sa buong cast, kayong dalawa lang ang showbiz royalty. Kayong dalawa yung galing sa showbiz family. So, how was working together? Marami pa kayong eksena magkasama? Nagpa-bonding moments pa kayong dalawa? Andres, sige Andre, you go first.
Actually po, super laking bagay din po kasi yun talaga yung nag-bond namin kasi nakaka-relate kami sa mga certain situations. Lalo po ng workshop.
Ako din, sasabihin ko talaga si Dre. Parang may ibang connection kami kasi alam mo, galing talaga na my father was able to work with his mom, tapos ngayon we're working together, kaya nag-bond kami lang talaga na parang brothers kami gano'n. You know, and really our friendship is great. Ano, Drake?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Nayaya ka na ba ni Andre na mag-car racing? Andres?
Di pa, Drake. Di pa ako na-invite.
Let's go.
Oh, yun. Na-invite.
Ayun, and so para sa inyong dalawang pareho, tingin niyo ba advantage or disadvantage yung pareho kayong showbiz royalty?
Ako naman, I wouldn't say it's a disadvantage or I wouldn't say it's an advantage either. You know, I wouldn't want to label it in any way. Talagang, at the end of the day, the effort and the work that we put in is not something that our parents do, diba? Our parents are the ones that show up on the set. That's us talaga. And the effort that we give is what we receive, and that's what I strongly believe in.
I agree din with what Andres said. And I believe po na it could be a disadvantage, it could be also an advantage. Pero just like Andres said, we would also like to be equal. Kasi parang ano lang po yun eh, just a tag. Parang, yeah, we're an actor na ganito, ganyan. Pero at the end of the day, it's still our push as ourselves. Kung paano po namin mga talents. Pero syempre thankful kami na royalty po kami. Tapos, syempre, yun po, thankful lang po talaga ako.
Ayun. And thank you guys. And for my final question for today, kay Miss Lara Flores, the writer of course. Miss Lara, saan ka mas nahirapang isulat? Yung first part o yung second part?
Second part.
Bakit po?
Kasi kailangan na silang pag-away-awayin. And yung bad na ginawa ko sa bukod, so parang ang hirap yung play nun. So someone, nakagaya ko na maraming kaibigan, iniisip ko na what if okay. So parang gano'n, nilagay ko yung sarili ko sa situation nila. So parang ang hirap. Tapos nag-iisip ako na ano pag-aawayan nito at kung magiging topic ng gulo nila. So doon medyo napaisip talaga ako. Pag-aawayin ko ba? May ganun thought. Tapos yun, nailaos ko rin. Hanggang sa nakarating na ng book 3.
So tapos na rin yung book 3.
Actually, kung parang na ako siya advice, dahil aminado po ako na wala ko yung voice ni JJ sa sinusulat ko. So kailangan ko yung advice.
Sa lahat ng characters ba, meron bang isang character na masasabi mong ikaw na ikaw yun?
Actually, hindi ko kasi yung ano kaya. Pero siguro po si JJ kasi mapagmurat din po ako noon. And yun, may katakawat din sa kabarkada sa lalaki before. Eh, parang si JJ.
Ayun. Anyways, congratulations everyone. And thank you.
Thank you so much. So let's have from Kapatid Insider, Rob Calua. Hello, hello.
Good afternoon po, Direk. Ito po ba yung first time na mag-direct kayo for a digital series?
Sorry po.
Ito po ba yung first time niyo na mag-direct for a digital series?
Yes. Yes.
Okay po. Ano po yung immediate reaction niyo nung nalaman niyo na kayo po yung mag-direct ng season 8?
Actually, correction pala. I already did the BL series in 2020, but that was during the pandemic. So ito yung parang full-blown on-site production. So I still treat it as a first. Tapos, yung reaction.
Immediate reaction niyo po nung nalaman niyo na kayo po yung mag-direct?
Ako feel ko sobrang swerte talaga. Kasi it was our AT, associate producer, si Iris Lee, who pitched me as the possible director. And actually, matagal ko na itong pinapangarap kasi nagkaroon na rin ako ng meeting with sila Boss Val way back, like I think 2019, 2020, doon lang pandemic. And I've always expressed my desire to make a youth show. So, kasi feeling ko doon talaga ako mas nagko-connect with. So, yeah.
Follow up lang po. Correct me if I'm wrong, naidirect nila rin po yung Don Bell na unintermediate lang.
Yes.
Ano po feeling na after ng Don Bell, may ididirect ulit kayong fastest rising love team, yung Ashton?
Yun nga, actually, yun nga, parang natutuwa ako kasi parang I think when I got to work with Don, that was after their success sa December. So, ito parang after their success ng Mamutya ng Section E. So, I really see their drive and parang when you get up close kasi dun sa magic of what makes them successful, ang priceless din nun. To be able to have a hand in that and to contribute to that. So yeah, sana nag-enjoy kayo sa ating collaboration and I hope magtuloy-tuloy pa. Sana pelikula. Wow!
And for Ashton and Andres, may pinaka-question yung isang fan nyo. Sabi niya, since AMC2 will be much heavier and much darker than the first season, marami rin changes with JJ and Kiefer. How do you prepare the nuances of the characters without losing the essence of Jafer na minahal nila nung season 1?
Ako siguro, nagsistick lang ako dun sa script. And bukod doon, tinatanong din namin sila direct kung tama ba yung pinapakita namin, yung mga nuances ba okay ba. Eh kung hindi naman, nandiyan naman lagi si direct para i-guide kami papalit.
Yeah, yun yun din. Parang, I think really the essence of the J. Fernandem talagang, of course, it's what we do for the camera and how we attack these scenes, but really kapag nalalost kami, we just really have to look back and, you know, ask our director, you know, kung anong pwede or anong pwede gawin dito. It's really mainly just that.
And last question na rin, successful yung season 1, marami rin nag-abang ng season 2, and yung Minamahal is a blockbuster hit. I think nagtagal siya ng 5 weeks sa mga sinihan. With that performance, meron bang pressure sa inyo knowing na kayo yung isa sa mga rising love teams of this year?
May pressure, oo, pero tinatry ko siya i-set aside. Kasi ako, hindi po ng tao na nag-work ng maayos kapag under pressure. So ako, ang nilalagay ko sa utak ko na kailangan ko lang mag-enjoy. Tapos, ibigay yung best ko. Kasi kung pag binigay ko yung best ko, kahit anong outcome, hindi okay na kami.
Yeah, yun nga din. Talagang it's all about really enjoying the process. Kasi I feel that kapag, whether any project you do, if everyone really is connecting and enjoying what they're doing and everyone's having a good time, feeling ko talaga makakita yan, nagka-translate yan sa screen. And I really believe in the whole process of collaborating with everyone. And,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Thank you. Now we are down to our last media friend. Let's have a TikTok content creator, Sav Santos. Hi there.
Hello. Hi, everyone. So, my first question is for Miss Lara. As a reader myself, sobrang dami namin inaabangan for this season, just like season 1. Is there a specific scene from book 2 na talagang inaabangan nyo to see kung paano nila gagampanan?
Yes, una-una na siguro dyan is yung pag-aaway ng buong session. So, makikita kung gano'n kasi yung cast sa role nila. Kasi hindi naman tao bang nasuntukan talaga. Kasi makikita mo na kung mag-aaway-aaway talaga. And also, of course, the remarkable I miss you. Hinihintay ko rin din. And gusto ko rin makita yung emotions nila. Paiyak si Ashley.
Thank you. And then, next one is, of course, I want to congratulate everyone for a very blessed 2025. Sobrang laki ng blessings, no? Like, Ashley, currently filming MMF, Andres Simpagets, Rabjel just finished shooting for A Werewolf Boy. I just want to ask, with this very tight schedule, how do you manage your work-life balance or ano yung ginagawa nyo during your free days?
During our free days, siguro kung na-memorize na namin lahat ng scripts or lahat ng dapat namin i-memorize, matutulog talaga para the next day, pag may workday na, makakapag-function kami ng maayos at may mabibigay kami energy at mabibigay namin yung 100% namin.
Ako naman talagang, I believe na rest comes in different ways, you know. Some of us like to sleep, a lot of us like to also work out. I believe it's about finding yung outlet mo, finding those windows kapag may free time ka, you'd like to do something that makes you feel fulfilled. And kapag, when you're fulfilled and you come to set, mas nagiging inspired ka to do well because you're recharged. So,
Ako din po, I'd like to rest lang when I have free time. And I take the time to really pray to God and spend more time with my family.
Ako naman po paano ko nababalance, parang buhay ko na rin kasi yung trabaho, ganun ko siya traduhin. Parang feeling ko nga feeling ko hindi ako nagtatrabaho, parang mas nalulungkot pa ako pag di ako nagtatrabaho. So, buhay ko talaga siya. Yun. So, balance talaga.
Okay, and then for my last question, we've seen the trailer naman, and then you already shoot naman a few scenes. Is there a specific scene for the main cast na nakita nyo yung co-actor or co-actress ko na napasabi kayo na grabe ang galing na ng Marte?
Ang galing nila talaga. Kagabi may sinunod po kami, di ba? May sinunod po kami heavy scene. Grabe, ang galing niya, Andres.
kung may scene na, alam mo, sa tingin ko talaga, I think, I have to commend everyone in this cast really. Everyone really stepped it up this season and I really believe that. I think it's because the idea then that we all came from a lot of work before coming into season 2, so parang naging mas nasanay na kami sa work and we're a lot more comfortable, and I really have to commend everyone here that we all just really stepped it up, and I really believe that you guys will get to see that in season 2.
Lahat po, ramdam mo sa kanila lahat sila nag-improve kasi mas komportable na sila. Pero pinaka nakita ko talaga sa kanila po dalawa. Seryoso, parang nagulat po ako kay Ashley noong isang araw, may eksena kami. Sabi ko, tumatawa-tawa pa po siya bago mag-take, pero sobrang hirap po talaga ng eksena niya na parang luluha talaga siya na luluha. Tapos bigla umiiyak siya, nagulat na lang po ako sa kanya, parang walang actor skill, lumalabas bigla yung luha sa mata niya. Tapos ang galing, grabe. Tapos si Dress naman, parang kahit anong eksena po niya ngayon, parang kaya na niya. Kasi parang nung season 1, parang palagi tayo nagpo-practice, di ba? Puro practice, gano'n. Tapos ngayon, ramdam mo po kay Dress talaga na parang pagdating niya sa taping game siya lagi, parang ready na siya. Tapos yung Tagalog niya, sobrang nag-improve po talaga yung Tagalog niya. Nung isang araw kausap ko siya, dire-diretso Tagalog. Di ba? Yun po.
Okay, thank you. That will be all.
Alright, maraming salamat po guys. That wraps up our Q&A session. Palakpakan naman natin lahat ng mga nagtanong at ng mga sumagot at participate sa ating very insightful question and answer portion. But now, guys, bago natin i-wrap up itong buong pangyayari ito, let us all watch once again the trailer. I think is it gonna be your first time to watch this, guys?
Yes!
Okay, guys. Let's watch again the trailer of Ang Mutya. Okay? Ang Mutya in Section E. Ladies and gentlemen,